Bro, why did it do it again? I have it on the shuffle. Ugh. The stream, my stream playlist failing me again. Is it because it's the last on the list? I guess so. But then what's the point of anyways. Hello, how are y'all? I don't correct me. I know I need to update the stream title. Give me just a second. And I probably also want to get up to get a controller. Hold on. I'm also fighting with my aux cord that happened to be plugged in the same area. But anyways, all right. Let me go ahead and look at getting this going. You may hear some music in just a second from the game. Wait, this was a WB Games thing? Weird. Yo, Lando. Yo, Josh. How's it going? Okay. I need to... Oh, I tabbed out of it, so music stopped. May also want to lower the volume a good bit here once I have it back up and running. Transition, studio mode. Is it appear? Yes, okay. Settings. Turn that down a little bit. Turn that down a little bit. This isn't Slay the Spire. I don't know if I have that game. Let's say I assume I would just learn the game as we play. Oh. So they have baby mode if I have to switch to it.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one.
Okay.
Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
What is game? This is Bastion. This came out in 2011, and I believe this is...
Sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble.
Thank you. I believe this was Supergiant's first game that they created, and what I didn't know it was published under WB
forms
Games.
up under his feet as it pointing away. He don't stop to wonder why.
Okay. Do we have captions? Subtitles. Thank you. Because on the off chance that I just speak over this dude, I'm gonna feel bad.
Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road.
You're my
Well,
friend
it's
now.
a touching reunion.
So yeah, I mentioned it, but Supergiant is the same devs who created Hades.
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity.
So I'm not sure what all of this I'm
That a
actually supposed to be
survivor?
doing, but
No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Starts to feel his bruises, though.
well, I didn't get hit none.
Kid just rages for a while.
Thank you. Getting a little ragey over here.
An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do.
Okay.
Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber.
I have a gun now. You gave a child a gun.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink.
Oh, why is he? Okay. Okay, and I just get
A school of squirts tunnels up around him. He must have fled here from the mines.
the saloon. I want to see the saloon.
He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did. Then Kid finds his trusty shield.
Oh.
The security takes him for a petty thief.
My.
Rondi always wanted his ashes scattered here.
Oh, I just killed him. Well.
Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call.
Oh, you can get rid of those before they spawn. Oh, you can't really dodge through them.
More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid.
Okay, it
Kid
said I had
sees
to
the
like
way to the
sit
Bastion
still
out the
to.
window. It's a bit of a drop.
It said I had to sit still to reload, but I'm just able to move around still while doing that, so I guess that's good to know. Music kind of slaps. Oh no, I mean, I think the composer for this is the same one who's also the composer for Hades.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
I'm broke.
Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back. Wasn't long before the kid could loose an arrow, strong and true. Good news is the emergency defense is still working. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid.
This, and then I get one of these. I just get a refill. Yeah.
Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. He's a mighty fast learner. And then he falls to his death. I'm just fooling.
So be careful when I do that. Oh, did my stuff get upgraded? I'm not really sure what the
You
new
find the
bottles
distillery
mean.
right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
Oh, so I can switch things out if I want to. Oh, well maybe that's the black tonic that I have. I'm not really sure. I guess we'll keep what we have for now.
One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Stray fragments, 10% critical hit chance, 10% max health. Sure. I'll be able to run both ranged weapons at the same time if you want to. No, yeah, I think you're right. It seems that,
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
seems to be pretty freeform with the combat.
Bad time to run out of black tonic.
Yeah, so yeah, the black tonic specifically is what you need for the super moves. Hello.
That one was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never used them, though.
Oh, hello.
Kid better watch his step. An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
What? What do you?
Kid takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did.
Oh my god, you are huge. Oh, there's a gap in the floor. Gotcha.
Rob's a scumbag of his last name.
Oh, he's breaking the floor every time he hits it. Okay, gotcha.
Kid puts him out of his misery.
Anything over here? No.
the core to the Wharf District. He steals the city's heart. Might as well. Kid has a feeling he better get a
Oh,
move on.
okay. I guess
Place is
I
starting to
should
fall.
run.
See, that core Kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid
It
just
was
keeps you
not
up,
immediately obvious to me.
somersaulting like crazy.
Yes, thank you. Wait, I wonder if that guy's important. No, okay, now not important
At
enough.
last, the skyway's in sight. Whisks him where it needs
Whee!
to go.
Ride the wind.
Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races.
I'll just sit here for a second. How's the audio? It seems like it's really loud, but I did turn it down, and then obviously there's the
Did anybody else survive?
desktop audio should also be lowered by default, but
Sure enough,
just
he
making
finds
sure.
another. He finds me.
Me?
We talk for a spell. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest. Enough to point the way to the cores.
Mm.
All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there. Then watch.
Okay.
And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Oh boy, my favorite. Oh, it's not letting me be
Kid ponders what to build.
rude. Distillery? I was about to say, do I even have the thing for that?
Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply.
Oh, I completely forgot I had a shield. Mm. I don't know that I really like any of these. I guess this one, because that just seems like the best one.
Zesty, it'll let you carry on through the worst of times.
That's what's in. I guess that's just what I have there now.
Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him. The Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands.
Oh, it's Skyward Sword.
The breakers used to come here for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets in the fewest shots.
Fun, yeah.
He's focused. He's armed. And he's off. The perfect shot just happens in a flash.
Yeah, I messed this up already.
Puts on the right solid performance.
Something stringy. Something fancy. What these? Ooh, okay.
Kid ain't had enough of the breakers' barracks. Takes practice, and a mighty strong bow helps too.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this one. So how much does this one need to be? I'm guessing like 6 or 7. 5 shots or fewer? Okay, so yeah, it's like as soon as you glow. Okay, well, I'm just gonna move on.
He returns with some of the materials we need.
Do I?
Ain't always much to say.
Okay. Whee!
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a
Well, I always
down
go
one
fall
of these
like that.
twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time. Kid ain't ever seen an elephant squirt before. Hopes he'll never see one again. They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed.
A squirt.
No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble. Squirts don't make the best of friends, but they can be useful in a pinch. Them squirts just don't know when to quit.
Oh, my bad. Like, hey, I thought I was doing the right thing
He
here.
heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge.
Yo, I have aerial recovery?
Inside the forge, Kid can fine-tune those instruments of his.
Yeah,
Kid's
I want
lifelong
that.
friends looking fit to keep on fighting. With
I'll
a
also
good
do
length
that.
of meat gut, that bow's like new again.
Meese gut. Alright.
Core ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again.
Thank you, guys.
He heads for the biggest dump in town. Scumbag Alley.
But they just ran off.
And there he is. The oldest scumbag of them all. Gershel. The calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition. Shame old Gershel can't float like when he was a young fella. The rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back.
I don't think there's anything here. Fun port.
No core, no surprise. Like the gas fellas are hiding it from him. Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock. And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage.
Okay.
A blustery old foreman is keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd.
Oh my god. What the heck? I can't get a hit in. Alright, get out of here, bro. I was getting juggled like crazy.
But it's too tough to fall. Might as well check the other side streets before leaving this hole.
I mean, thought I checked everything here. I didn't know if there was a specific thing. I was just flying there for
the core hums
10 seconds there.
The monument's calling for it.
Alright, you can have it.
Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next.
D-Swamp.
A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here. Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out. In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt.
Skin on a squirt. Well.
Of all the plans to survive the calamity, it had to be stab weeds. Blasted things hurt like a broken heart. If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down.
What these? Oh, hello.
Core stuck inside one of those fancy cages.
Ooh. Good stuff. Gimme, I
No
want
breaking a cage like that, but the kid tries anyway. Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous. Gotta find a way to spring it open. He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong?
Nothing.
Quite a bit, as it turns out. cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the Kid's defense.
Good job, sports.
Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while.
I don't have any more of the things to special.
Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers. Even some gas fellas take his corner. Heard it pop that mean old foreman. At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes, maybe 30. Hard to tell. Squirts get real territorial around the core.
Well, you don't say.
Then a shipment of free samples shows up.
Ancient
It
spices.
ain't all bad, as the Kid finds some spices from the motherland, tax-free. One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy. It's a troublesome scene, to be sure. A few moments left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7, give or take a few more seconds. Finally, the core's within reach. And done.
So heavy. Give me
She's
that.
got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
I know what's this all about. Oh. Thought I was supposed to go back to where I came. Oh, hello. How's it going?
I
I'm
still
doing pretty
remember the
alright.
look on his
I'm sorry I
face
missed
after
your
that one.
message a little bit there. In that hectic battle, but I'm doing pretty alright. Hopefully you doing good.
Folks voyaged
Spices.
across the boundless sea to found Ceylondia. It was good living here for a while. Turns out those old bones still have some spark in them.
Oh, there's more ammo. All good lurking and playing Baldur's Gate 3. Sounds like
Kid ain't
usual.
finished here yet.
Oh.
The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started. The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
Hmm. I think I like the trip mine the most.
Ain't much Kid can't handle.
How you liking
with a
Bastion?
hammer and
Soundtrack
bow
sounds
in
great.
hand.
Yes, it's very nice. So, I mean, I've only played the first little bit of it. What are we, like 30 minutes in? What is this?
Windbag Ranch was built for gathering squirt extract in copious supply. Ain't nothing more healthful.
War machete.
Some folks showed up to make a fast buck with nothing but a knife. Other folks came to train their throwing arms.
Am I supposed to be able to go over there?
Slippery little devils.
I guess that's what the throw is for.
Still others use the place to test their finest blades.
Looks like, yeah, I should be able to play that.
Place gets awful
my
slick
gosh.
sometimes.
You guys running around are about to give me a headache.
Kid cuts all of them down soon enough.
Okay, I understand a little bit more what I need to do there
Always
now, so.
time for juice and squirts, they used to say. At least the little fellas can't feel a thing. Some squirts try to flee on instinct.
Back over here.
Best to put them away first, before they rile up the others.
Dude. Okay. Thank you. Dude. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not doing this again. This sucks. That's a really annoying one.
Kid comes back from Windbag Ranch, smelling good and right.
Get me out of here. Supposed to be something else? Oh, I have the war machete now. I don't know what that be.
Couples used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure, though.
Yeah, he's here to plant his face in the ground again.
But then, somebody gets to the core before the kid.
Yeah, I want all these.
The floor starts giving way under the lightest step. A single panic squirt could bring the whole place down. Fragments of the old world rain from the sky. Stray valuables are lying everywhere. Kid thinks twice about risking his hide for them.
Nope. Actually, I do not.
Security's all fired up.
Greed. Oh, do I have to take these guys out?
See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such. Sky bridges link the path together. One of them bridges whips the kid along. Finds a spyglass, like the ones they'd use to search the stars. Quick and careful is the only way to go. The calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows. Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again. But the question is, who else could have taken the core?
Dang, I still don't
Well,
think that.
ain't no survivor stole the thing. Scumbag ate it by mistake. Tough break. Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back.
Please.
Know they used to ship live munitions down the path. Find time to find them.
And grenade.
These wires to toss those things plenty far away. Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake them up. In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question.
A little kitty.
Who else could have survived the calamity? So we didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us. We could always see the stars. We just never could reach them, no matter how high we built.
Alright. Just zoom out.
The little Zolwood oil and that blade shines like a light. War machetes are so quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them.
Oh,
Squirt cider will toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste.
Wee. Alright, I'll give this one a try.
No place better than Trapper's Shingle for learning to tread light and shoot straight. Trappers had to tread real careful here, else take a nasty fall. They train themselves by clearing out the targets, while not clearing out the floor. Any good trapper knows never to take a step till the time is right.
Nope.
Expert trappers got something extra to give them an edge.
Weird. It's like something in the reflection down there.
To think a rickety place like the Shingle survived, and so little else did. That ought to make those fangs sink in nice and deep.
Yeah, you know what? We'll switch to the
A repeater
repeater.
goes with a hammer better than a box of nails. The dead welcome him with open arms.
Unfortunate.
The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around.
Oh. No, that's something you step on.
These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. Someone who ain't like Mr. Beckley and his kindly wife. It was someone like him.
No.
Kid sees him there agape, in the flesh. It's a
This is
snag or
just
two
Dr.
trying to get to
Stone.
him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all.
Oh, I forgot I had the grenade.
Just ain't got time for answers. The Tunda brothers didn't make it.
Now they definitely didn't make it.
They never saw what it was like beyond the walls.
Oh!
Nor did the bird boy. Didn't make it.
Nope. So that looks like something I can get over there. Maybe I have to get to the center.
The
area.
Jawsons, they didn't make it. Grady Sr., Grady Jr. They didn't make it, but him, he survived.
Yeah.
Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we?
I don't know, would we?
The Corps survived as well. Kid does what he has to do.
Excuse me. Yeah, thank you.
What do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this. We have to go. Please.
Survivor agreed to return to the Bastion.
He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelondia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time. For Zolf, Caelondia was like a second home. He's real worried about his first home too, far to the east. Zolf offers to help me plot the skyways for the kid. At least the calamity hasn't touched the stars, he says. He was born
so
in
you
the
think?
Tazzle terminals.
Perhaps.
The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since. We fought the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now.
I guess I didn't check to see if there was anything new, but I don't think so.
The Corps, they remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. Well, look what we have here. The lost and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again.
So I can just buy some of this stuff, huh? Like that one.
All it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new. Now, whale ale ain't made from real whale, but it'll make you strong like one.
Still like this is not solid, that one.
We tracked
Here
down
we
a couple
go.
more cores near the edge of the city.
And the game crashed. Okay. We're gonna try that again. That was a little unfortunate. I'm telling you, I somehow run into like the weirdest glitches and crashes. Just random. Alright, don't go here yet. Go here.
There's only one way to Cinderbrick Fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags.
Oh, again, not something I can step on. Oops.
The calamity was mercy, folks. The windbags ain't so lucky. They've been left to freeze, or starve, or face the kid.
Wow, you just died in one hit.
Well, windbags young and old keep fighting for the fort.
Who are these?
At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift. Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides.
Oh, this is just literally a shotgun.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal.
I got a shotgun.
The calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort. Could have been minding the business underground like in the old days.
Oh.
Windbags can't use the marshal supplies, but the kid sure can. As for the windbags, Cinderbrick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though.
God, oh, I'm not special.
Times like this, kids glad he packed trip mines.
That I can't use.
Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. Kid ain't afraid of getting burned. trap the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds. The kid's blasting everything in sight with that newfangled musket. Then they bring out Glutus and Glandon and all their scumbag uncles. They got something to gain, and only their sorry hides to lose. The other big fella soon joins his brother, wherever they are now. Get the message.
Yeah. Especially when I've got all this stuff to collect.
Kid used to dream of getting a marshal's badge. But not like this.
Not like this.
And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort. Kid shows up just as Zulf's telling me about his own journey to the city. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zulf was a smoking pipe.
It's a very big smoking pipe.
Poor kid collapses after just one drag.
What just happened?
The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history. Catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started.
Oh, cool. Oh, there he is.
Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his. Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there. School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Ceylondia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it.
Guy just
Once the
ran
kid
off.
done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too.
Oh, well, that's not good. Really? The guy is not on top of his mine?
The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either.
Let's say, alright, you guys, come on over here.
So what'd the kid do? Why, he went right on back to the walls for another 5 years. In the history of Caelondia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls.
He is still alive.
Out there, a kid learned to fend for himself. Learn to build. Learn to break. In time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody. One night, on one of his expeditions, the ground beneath him shuddered, cracked, and split apart. He saw nothing where the world used to be. The calamity happened just like that.
There's my mine I put down forever ago.
All the kid had to work with was his hammer and the clothes on his back.
Oh, sorry.
Through twisted streets, he ran with nothing but the city crest and an old stranger's voice to guide him.
Oh, I don't have the thing. That sucks. quarters.
Well, he finally arrived at Ceylandia's vaunted safe haven. He and no one else.
I don't want to get up fucking guys.
But then, all he got was more thankless work from a man who ain't even asked his name.
I'm assuming that was a geezer.
Sure, I may be the one who dreamt up the walls and the Bastion, but the kid made them real, not me.
Oh, hello! Up.
I'd like to say I'll never forget him, or what he's doing, what he's done. I surely would.
Alright. I don't know what of importance would have been on those fly thingy thingies. I didn't want to accidentally like leave though. That was my main concern.
The marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity. Zolf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals.
Yeah, figured that one out. Oh, you're gonna... Want me to go through that again?
Even since the Urus surrendered to us, the marshals kept a wary eye on him.
There. I think for now I'll switch back to the Fang repeater, and then maybe once I get an upgrade for the shotgun I'll do that.
Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this. The memorial. Here a kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind. The valediction. Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more.
These are just like challengers, or
Words
challengers,
can't express what
challenges.
happened, but they're all I got. Finders keepers.
Grade both of these.
Ain't never letting go of his old friend with a sturdy grip like that.
Oh, okay, so you could shield first and then go for it.
Now he can shoot that Fang repeater all day long.
Okay.
You want to tune a scrap musket, you start with the barrel.
Keep what I got for now. Let's just go here. Don't crash this time.
The less said
Thank
about
you.
the gods, the better. Pith Orchard. Place is a dead end in more ways than one. Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith, the bull.
Oh, is that who I fought earlier? I'm not sure.
Well, the gods are long gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too. The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god. Pith stood for something once. Something real.
Something real.
In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration. He couldn't even save his loyal subjects.
For the shotgun again.
Pith makes a decent scarecrow, at least. Then Pith lights up like a rodeo. Kid breaks him to bits. Must have been guarding that shrine.
I guess that makes sense, just like guard there.
So what'll it be? Invoke the gods? Or tell them off? Pith.
Foes shall grow quicker to move and strike. Oh, so you just get bonuses.
Kid decides to press his luck. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore. Kid ain't never seen windbags that quick. Maybe old Pith put a scare in him.
What button is which?
Kid passes Pith's trial, and he's richer for it. Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine.
Did it not say that a core was there? Maybe not. I don't know.
Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind. Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy. The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls.
Literally, turn them into toys.
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off. Riverbank swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. Weepin' Millie. We'll send some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. The security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with.
Good job, Nelly. Oh.
They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down. They try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. At least she picked a good spot for a break, 'cause the core's right there. Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. Peckers. They had their own eyes. But why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weepin' Nellie ready to go. Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough. She's gonna need a little help with all them peckers. Traffic things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these.
You done?
Security skiffs keep on coming, starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something.
Come on.
Windbags getting even better out here. They aim to smash Weepin' Nellie to splinters. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nellie.
Uh-oh.
She's just gotta make one last stop. With her last breath, Nellie gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in Pecker country. They want that core real bad. Seems the calamity ain't hurt the Peckers' appetites. Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Kid shoos them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times Kid nearly fell off the barge back there? A good couple of times. Now, listen close. You should remember this next.
I went a little fast there. My bad.
Why go to Prosper Bluff?
Oh.
Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far.
Oh, those guys are fighting one another.
The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it?
Oh, fell off.
Bet the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while.
Oh!
How's it go again?
You gotta go back, and then it's just like, no, you're not gonna go back that
that's
way.
The one.
Is it? Alright. Making sure. Yeah, this is the one I was wanting. Checked earlier, I didn't know what this might be. Not much, apparently. Oh! Maddie.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right?
I guess not.
Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed. And besides, it's like the song goes.
So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we
They'll be here
Hello.
before too long.
Singer agreed to return to Bastion. Good.
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow Ura
I was about to
again.
say, yeah, I guess she's Ura.
We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
One last one?
Most of the Ura never got a taste of Ceylondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see, but leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. So many secrets in there, and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal. The scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue.
Yo,
He learned
Kokoro,
so much
hello
from it.
there.
Too much.
How's you
If
doing?
only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book. I'd have worked to translate it right away.
First off, of course, hopefully you had your good day and welcome to the stream. But, you know, besides that, also appreciate the sub. Hopefully you're having a good night so far. Been enjoying my time with Bastion.
The marshals learned to pack those shells full of fire.
I was like, yeah, I don't think there's much else I can get here.
The trappers, daring bunch of fools. They'll be missed.
Okay. I mean, I'll just... Well, no, I mean, I guess I can switch to, grab musket since
Kids ready to
it's a
get
little bit
real
better now.
personal with hammer and musket in hand.
Oh, do I have to... Did I get the core thing? Yeah, I did.
Kid surprised when I
Totally
told him
forgot.
there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either. Behold, the Pantheon.
Shall I have vengeance?
A Kobe. We tracked the final core beyond the city to the wilds.
Somehow
wild
doubt
unknown.
that's it.
Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it.
Oh.
Not all of it.
Ooh.
Know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having two. Savage things lurking at every turn. Pin cushions ain't the worst of it either.
Tell me I can't go through there?
By now, kids got more needles in them than a stab weed. Pecker's got the core, like they've built a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon.
That was annoying.
They shouldn't have let the guard down.
Do not like those pin guys.
Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight. Wallflowers survived the calamity. It toughened him up. Same goes for the kid. Slinger Johnson's old outpost is all that's left of him.
Yeah, give me the musket.
Kid sticks to his old standbys. Kid learns the hard way not to touch those things. A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Kid's seen the last of them. Don't ever turn your back on a pincushion. Kid's roused up half the wilds by now. Jawson's boys left all kinds of stuff out here.
That's it for this area for next time.
Then Kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals. Hit him anywhere but the hindquarters and he only make him mad. Leave it to the kid to make time for stomping swamp weeds. Hardly any signs of the old Jawson camp. The wilds already reclaimed this place. He's anxious to get back. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot.
Alright. Well, Empress, thank you for the lurk. I do appreciate it.
Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone.
What you doing?
Zolf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put it back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health.
These. Oh, for the
Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm. He's made a right comfortable bed for all those bullets.
Suppose I'm not next level yet? No.
The Masons, we built the city strong.
Oh,
Now
we
there's only
built
two of
the
us.
city.
The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back. After Zolf's little episode, kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you
Boonk.
back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do?
Yeah, cause you ain't the kid. He's gonna fall off the sledge.
Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad.
Oh, that's another way to do card, I guess.
But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine. Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Alright. We're having a little earthbound moment here. We
Don't know
tripping
where
out.
he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know. Wherever he is, it's somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go.
Siren.
There, welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him good. Met a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zolf, a Libra. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, pineapples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
It's like, dang, he super fast.
Now the Bastion
Dang
can
it.
send them even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes.
Oh, I ended up dying, I think. There. Not taking my hit. Oh my god.
Kid succeeds where the calamity failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Ronnie, the bartender? Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky.
Yeah.
He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Piff, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend, he's come undone too.
Bop. You're doing that to me now.
He sees what's left undone.
We did. Good night, I'm EP.
Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to.
People say, yeah, just taking a little nap, man. No.
The shard ain't lost either.
No
Not
problem.
anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels. Disgusting things. Ever heard of a lung blossom?
Now I have.
Bigger than the stories say. Hard to
And
get a
I'm
sure
pretty sure I
footing
fall.
in the bog. The breath on
Oh,
that
I'm not
thing,
stupid.
like a scumbag sprung a leak.
Not these guys, dude.
They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind. Well, the kid prunes it down the size somehow.
That was a little close.
Mother only knows
Play it.
what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
Yeah, I actually almost died.
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
Oh, did you get a secret skill?
ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city. He ain't all that shy.
Oh, these are idols.
It wasn't fixed, it was unbroken. The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
Alright, next one.
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothless Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts we don't know up from down, still lurking about. Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. These beasts, they don't like company.
I don't know, missing about that. Alright.
Even the brushers learned to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct.
Oh,
Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
you gotta beat a giant gator?
Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? A stinkweed. Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. Kid's got a mean throwing arm. Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator's scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass is Queen Anne's lunch. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options. Still no sign of the shard.
That's all who you guys? Point blank in front of us, and then it still somehow missed.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid. Scared a bunch of beggars out of hiding. Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the Queen.
There's gotta be something over here.
Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait.
I don't like that.
Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view.
Yeah, I took it.
They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running.
Oh, I just died this way.
Can't get hasty in a place like this. She's starting to get annoyed.
Oh, yeah?
And now he's made her mad. After all that, kid lets the ankle gator go.
I didn't mean to do that. That's fine, I guess.
Hope Queen Anne don't mind us borrowing
How's
from the
Bastion?
treasury.
Oh, my bad. Yo, Yellow, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing aight.
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it. That gator's a crazy gal. But so is the gal who promised to look after her.
Oh boy.
I tried to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, all right. Except no one else showed up. The windbags used to be all right. Then the calamity took the floor out from under him.
Doing well, place more. Scares supplies the usual.
They said Queen Anne
I hate that
was
that
just
is the
hooked in.
usual though, not
Now there's
so
living
great.
proof she ain't.
What in the yeehaw is this game? This is, to my knowledge, Super Giant Games' first, like, I would assume it's their first game, but I don't know. They may have had projects before that. This is by the same team who made Hades. And this was made back in 2011, so this was like almost at the... This was almost right at the beginning of like the indie era. Probably just a couple years after, like 2 years after Super Meat Boy, maybe. And Binding of Isaac.
You need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
I can tell by the UI. Yeah, the UI and the kind of art style that's presented. Definitely gives you those vibes pretty early on.
Well, she's cute now. Just you wait. To fix a brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark. Anything survives a musket shot ought to be quick work for that blade.
I'm about to say the machete, I think, had 2 upgrades to it already. Isn't that right? Yeah.
Points just don't get any sharper than that. The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
We move. But yeah, this game is pretty short. I'm pretty sure when I checked how long to beat, it's about 6 hours
Celandia
estimate.
became the richest city in the world. 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here.
No.
The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
Well, a carbine?
Kid might as well pick up where they left off. Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done. Whole place shudders in a fit. The grand rail of Point Lemaine, Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks.
Listen, I've definitely shot this man like 5 times.
Grand Rail's all grown over with things that Calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by.
Oh,
Lunkheads settled in like they owned the place. Not much wiggle room up there near the rail. Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers and coughing fungus everywhere.
I could use a knife, but it's really not working out.
The place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple. Of course, the Grand Rail's seen much more fighting in bygone times.
Yeah, we gonna switch that.
Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Celanian War. It was right here that Zulf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up.
Really? Just have to do a hard shot every time?
Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad. The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs.
Hello? He was gonna fall, thank goodness he just... Or he was gonna die, thank goodness he just fell off the ledge. I'm a fan of those hopping guys. They're like wallywogs.
Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central. tried dancing side to side while holding your breath, while shooting a genuine registered army carbine, while choking on swamp weed, while peckers trying to prick you in the eye?
No.
Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun. But then at last, it's the end of the line. Should have seen him tiptoe around those swamp weeds in his way. Turns out he's got company up in the rail station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower or pincushion like it.
There we go.
At first, he thinks it's Zolf. Turns out he's wrong.
He not.
This is for you, says the man. Then wham.
Just hit me.
When the kid comes to, the man's long gone, but something else is there.
Oh.
The only words the kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note.
Mighty battering ram.
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it? Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zolf.
So that was or wasn't Zolf?
Zolf's messenger was one of his people.
Okay.
Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zolf told him. It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
Please do it.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
Oh. Ooh, I really like that. Yeah, give me that.
Black rye is like hot pineapple chowder on a cold day. Brings back memories.
Sure. Oh, this is for the carbine.
That's the way to make every shot count. Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking. He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head.
Go back to EP.
I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this. What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once.
If I do this, what happens? I just go to a different. Okay.
Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Ceylondia.
Blah.
Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out.
No one you guys can get that.
The mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him.
Listen, at least you take a name from me, guys.
Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the mancers. It's for your own good, he said.
That missed all of them?
She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs. At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city.
Rude.
One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
Oh boy. That just missed everything.
man convinced her to take him to a family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out. The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult. It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals. They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
What a plan. Yep. It's fast now too.
Her plan almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls.
I dig my hole, you build a wall.
The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tassel terminals.
One day that wall is gonna fall. Gonna build that city.
Now, where were we?
Oh, I have 2 chances left?
She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free.
I dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall.
Those 2 guys are hitting each other.
Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
That city on a hill. Gonna build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill.
So these guys are actually pretty.
So big that wall and build it strong.
Oh, that's what's the big guy. Okay.
For too long. build that wall up to the sky. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Someday your bird is gonna fly. Gonna build that wall until it's done. Gonna build that wall until it's done.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Oh, that's me again. That's a lot of me's.
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her.
All happenstance and clothes. You know what? I give myself some credit.
When the
I'm
kid
surprised I only
wakes
died
up,
once
his
when
world's still in pieces.
I had that one
just the way
thing.
he left it.
Had that one difficult thing here still activated. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
The shards are getting harder to find.
What is this? Is this one of the new weapons?
Ceylonia's army only took the best, and the best of them trained on Trigger Hill.
Oh,
The
no, this is
Triggers
Carbine.
believed they were nothing without their rifles. Nothing beats the feel of shooting a Ceylonian army carbine. Sometimes you had to take care to steady your shot. The Triggers had clearance to modify their guns however they chose. Some felt the course was too easy, so the Triggers spiced things up a bit. It blows through that course like it was nothing.
Dude. Let's say, yeah, that one was a whole lot easier.
The Ceylonian army would have recruited him in a flash.
What is this thing I just equipped? Oh, this one, no. I guess I might want to try the one skill that was over here. What is this? Yeah, final warning. Yeah, it's already fucking cool.
Not everything blew up in the calamity. Why Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
Okay, I guess that was just it.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions.
Oh.
The raw power of the world fell right into our hands. Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction. Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here.
Yeah.
But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt. Taste the air so hot it sticks to your lungs. Best to keep out of the cauldron. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash. The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found.
Oh, I thought that way earlier was red.
We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway. Place as inhospitable as they come. But still we pressed on.
Is that can you give me arrows, please?
After all, when we look down inside Colford Cauldron,
Shotguns can still be really weird where it feels like I'm right in front of an enemy and it's just like completely whiffs.
we saw in there the heart of the world. The heart now laid bare by the calamity.
Yeah, just like right there. Like, I'm...
We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Jawson Bog. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path. It's awful hot in there. biggest
Maybe my
stink eye he's
head on.
ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Well, it ain't polite to stare. And where there's one stink eye, there's always more. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. The kid don't shed any tears for him, though. With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city.
Ah, so even when they're closed up, I'm able to get them there. So surely there's gonna be something over here. And he's
All
out
the
of
fire's
here.
died out. There's nothing left of it.
Try completing vigils. Yeah,
It
yeah.
comes back looking like the inside of a chimney. The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again. We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight.
Another little guy.
They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now. The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over. The culture, a still life of old unwanted keepsakes. The faith. Mother, this one's for you.
From that extreme range. I'm surprised I haven't done this one yet. There's been a lot of enemies I've come across that I feel like I've just absolutely blown up. Well,
I've asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own.
nothing new here, right? No.
A sail hammer's only as strong as its spine. That's a strong spine. To master the musket, you gotta get rid of the recoil.
I think it's okay where it is right now.
we spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan.
Alright, this may be the last one that I get in before,
Can't
for the
rightly
night.
call Mount Zan a mountain anymore. There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts
Oh
of
my
the
God.
wild to go. So they figure they'll hold out right here, on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot.
More of these guys. Okay.
Good thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers. We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard. It's a delicate situation.
Uh.
The
Let's see
creatures
where I
of the
was.
wild, they've been building a bastion of their own.
Heh.
They even drag their children into this. Without a doubt, the situation stinks. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean.
Oh, rude. Can't see him.
There's only one kind of mercy left these days.
Alrighty then.
What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves. Takes a lot of convincing, and our mortars have to do the talking. Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our Bastion is everybody's game, not just ours. Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast. Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place.
This is really bad, but I honestly feel like every single time I hear this narrator talk, I just get like engineer from TF2 vibes. If they were to hear, if the voice actor were to hear that, they'd probably take high offense to it. But if anything, I think that
They've rounded up their
is
survivors,
excellent praise.
just like we have.
Oh, you know what though? They probably gave me that arsenal back there because I don't have a power ability, a secret ability anymore.
They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have. Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have.
Is it done?
We just really need their shard.
That was wasted.
Kid got it fair and square.
Oh. Oh, that dude was just dead.
That's the way.
Let's say, yeah. Got all this EXP here. Oh.
He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
The narrator gets kind of annoying, not gonna lie. I wouldn't say he gets annoying, but yeah, he's definitely got like a whole lot of dialogue, and it's, you know, kind of just flavor.
The monument's getting better. Zol sure did a number on it, though. Fix that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier. Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective.
Oh yeah? Is like that one friend that needs to say one-liners every 3 seconds. Hmm. Oh wait, have I already upgraded the distillery, I guess?
The conscience. We haven't lost everything, long as we have that.
Oh, I guess I did.
life wine so rich, they say it's brought men back from the brink for one last taste. That mortar's gonna leave a lasting impression. The arsenal's complete in case we need protection.
So I don't think there was anything else really here. Yeah, just a trapper snare.
Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right?
I'm going to just do one of the skill areas. Since or like the test areas, since yeah we.
The city's
got, like,
unwanted
5
things all
left.
met their end in the yard. Folks who fouled up will do their time here, smashing things to bits. The quicker they worked, the sooner they could go. Folks learn to plant their feet and put their backs into it. Others would plot a course to navigate that sea of junk.
I actually didn't know that was.
Had to work real fast for the finest prize.
Oh. 40 seconds or less. Ah, wait. So you're telling me, like, I literally was
Kid
right
pays another
on the
visit to
money?
scrapyard for old time's sake. You worked too slow, all you got was a sore back. Some folks invested their earnings to forge even better hammers.
Oh,
A good day's smashing
Okay,
could feed
well.
a family for a week.
hold on.
Ever want to just smash things for a while? You know where to go.
Yep.
Ever felt a soul wood gourd, like picking up broken glass barehanded? At Zolwood Grove, marshals learned to make every shot count. The trick was to pop all those nasty gourds without wasting ammo. Most marshals didn't get far on their first few tries.
See, why is it like
Had to
I
catch
feel
a
like I'm
bunch of those gourds in a single shot.
point blank and I'm still missing them? Was I not even gonna get one here?
Funny thing about muskets is they work best up close. It took a keen eye, not an itchy trigger finger.
Oh, I actually did get both of these. Okay. Very surprised.
Marshals did more than just stand around shooting, of course.
Alright, we'll try one more. Sure.
We have to think fast to survive the wilds, and none thought faster than the slingers. They
Alright,
could
when
shoot
I read
their
the
pistols
tip,
at the speed of a machine.
it's time to mash.
They knew just when to start shooting and when to stop. Those pistols could spit out rounds just as quick as you could pull the trigger. Learning to hold your fire could be its own challenge.
I was about to say, it feels like I'm just missing. Just by aiming at them. Out here playing mobile games. Hey, well, this mobile game is goated. No, I mean, this game came out forever ago. I didn't hear anybody say draw. Hey, you want to be saying that when this was by the developers of Hades, man? Doing your boys dirty.
The slingers like to edge each other out using customized pistols. Eventually, it all comes down to reflexes.
So yeah, it comes down to reflexes, but I also have to hit my shots. Which feels like it doesn't really matter.
No matter how fast you are, you can always get faster.
Okie doke.
Just because you're fast.
Oh, no
don't
way,
mean
I
you
don't
gotta
mean to
be
do that.
reckless.
Smoke rage for everyone. No, let me leave. I didn't mean to redo it. No. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's fine.
Well, even the slingers weren't quick enough to escape the calamity. Now we're looking at some serious firepower.
Here's our power.
He put some finishing touches on the business end of that thing. The city,
Found a bunch of fragments.
its riches, nothing but fragments now.
Okie doke. Is there no way to save? Okay, well, if it resets, that's fine. Alright. That be it for the night. Appreciate everybody for coming by. I know that this game probably wasn't very, like, expected. By the way, it's going to disappear here, I think, in just a moment because I need to click off, but... Okay, no, at least it still stayed up. Or the image. So, thank you, or for our special thank you to Kokoro Yamazaki for the resub at 7 months. Do really appreciate that. Besides that, I do have to thank other people who just came by to chat, starting with Mr. Cobble coming by, starting with the dumper. Thank you to Lando, thank you to Josh, thank you to Taylor Killer, thank you to Kokoro, thank you to Yellow, and thank you to Hattie, a Spraint Lord, and thank you to Empress for the lurk. So again, I kind of expect that this game may be beaten next stream, so one of the shorter ones. So nothing too complicated. Good night, yo, Avatar. Thank you for the lurk. Do appreciate that too. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just take off, I guess. I appreciate y'all for coming by once again. If I forgot to thank you, I do very much apologize. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. If you're lurking, hopefully you enjoyed that. Go everybody. Let's have a fantastic day with me. Beep. I'll back stream on Wednesday of this week, so Tuesday I'll be off. I've actually got to do something for Yellow. It's my fault. but yeah, Yellow, promise I'll catch up on that. And then yeah, Wednesday you can expect me, I guess, coming back with more Bastion, because again, this is a fun game to get through. It was weird that we had a crash, but all things considered, pretty aight. But y'all take care. If you're going to bed, please have yourself a good night's rest. Have a good day tomorrow. But if you're not going to bed, relax, and until I see you next time, see ya!